Jasmine and Brandon here. What's some TV and movie news for you?
This week we got some In Living Color news, some Beverly Hills Cop news, and some Dumb and Dumber news.
So stick around.
Let's get to it.
So if you're like me, you love Robert De Niro.
Who doesn't?
Right? If you're not like Brandon, then you probably like John Travolta.
Yeah,
He's okay. He has some movies. He has some good ones. Grease, whatever. Anyways, they actually have a movie coming out together soon. It's called Killing Season. And it's about Robert De Niro, who's an ex-military vet, and he lives in the Appalachian Mountains all by himself, kind of just wanting to be by himself.
What some people do sometimes.
Some people do. They just kind of need to live alone, like the Winnebago Man. You know, you just need to go up in the mountains.
So essentially, he's the Winnebago Man.
He's essentially a more badass version of the Winnebago Man.
Okay.
Who stumbles upon John Travolta, who's a European tourist, but actually, here's the twist. He is a former Serbian military dude as well, and they were like enemies, and he's out for revenge.
Sounds full of.
The old JT is getting ready to fight with Robert De Niro, and it sounds awesome.
Whatever. You know what? Like you said earlier, I love Robert De Niro.
I know.
He's probably my favorite actor of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like he can really do anything at this point. And I'd go, what? Did you guys see Stardust? Did you ever see Stardust?
He was a gay pirate.
And you know what? I was sitting there and I'm like, this is oddly entertaining.
Yeah, I heard that was a really good movie. But yeah, in other Robert De Niro news, he's actually going to star in a Sean Penn directed movie called The Comedian, and where he plays an old burnout comedian, and he's trying to like make his way back up, which I think is awesome.
Which sounds great again.
It sounds really good. Another cool thing about the next movie, A Comedian, Kristen Wiig co-stars as like his romantic interest that helps him like get better, and it's written by Jeffrey Ross.
Now see that it's like
that's like a double kill of awesomeness.
It's an awesome Sunday of comedy
that
keeps getting more crap put on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, it sounds
I really can't wait to
dark
see
and funny.
Robert De Niro being like dark comedy with Kristen
I imagine
Wiig.
him being like Don Rickles with less of a like filter, like just horrible.
Just
especially
written by Jeffrey Ross.
If Lenny Bruce is still around.
This is not going to be like.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be screwed up.
Jeffrey Ross doesn't get enough credit. He's a hilarious dude.
He is.
He's hilarious.
So that's our Robert De Niro news.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
So a long time ago, we talked about Dumb and Dumber sequel, not the prequel that I absolutely love. I absolutely love that movie, but a actual sequel to the original with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. You know, and it turns out this might actually happen, and with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
That's the only way I'd want to see it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want to see this. You know, what is
where
this?
they're at today.
Yeah. I mean, 15 years later?
I mean, you got to figure they're not doing much.
Yeah.
Maybe still living together.
Well, they're still, I mean, let's face it, they're mentally off.
Yeah, they're not quite right. I wonder if you take a twist with this. 'Cause, I mean, you would be Dumb and Dumber without them being morons.
Right.
So, either way, I think this would be cool, but I'm glad that it's Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
Can they please just bring back the suits? I want to see the
They
suits
would
again.
have to. You know, it's funny you say that. Like, as soon as I'm like, absolutely. At least a little like Easter egg, them in the closet or something, you know, just hanging out. But
yeah, the screenwriters are actually the writers of Sex Drive.
Which was
so
a
I think
good
that
movie.
they would absolutely pay an homage to the original with the suits.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they would do that.
Well, this is nothing but good news to me.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Fox has ordered 2 30-minute specials of
In Living Color.
We can't dance, but whatever. Keenan Ivory Wayans announced that the network is bringing the show back for the 2 sort of pilot-y sort of episodes or specials, as you should say.
Yeah, specials.
For their anniversary, which I think is totally awesome because In Living Color spawned the careers of not only the Wayans' entire family, but Dave Allen Greer, Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx.
J-Lo, what up, girl?
Apparently J-Lo's not coming back, but I think it'd be hilarious if they had her in there dancing just one time.
She'll come back if I talk to her.
It will be great.
Like,
Word. I'm really stoked for this. I love Living Color. It's something I grew up with.
Yeah, same here. It's not one of those things that's ingrained in me, but it was there. I always watched it. My dad always watched it, so it was always on the TV, and I could always like, you know, laugh with it and stuff like that. And it'd be nice to see like the new generation of people with some of the veterans, you know, kind of like how they do on Saturday Night Live, where they keep some of the old timers and then they'll have like the new people and they'll switch out. I want them to do that within Living Color, just so that way we have a little more variety.
I agree.
You know, I don't want SNL to go away. I don't want them to take anything from SNL. I wish Mad TV was still around,
Me
but
too.
I'm probably the only one that does besides Jasmine, so whatever.
I really think it would be a great idea to maybe see new comedians come in who then spawn careers like their predecessors did.
I want to see Donald Glover on.
Right, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I want to see Donald Glover show up and be like, I'm Donald Glover, this is a Living Color,
and he's gonna dance.
And I'm funny as crap.
Exactly.
And that's my Donald Glover dance. So check it out, guys. Let us know what you think. Are you guys excited for this? Do you want Jim Carrey back? Because I know I do.
I, for one, am incredibly glad that Eddie Murphy has stopped doing children's movies because they are painful to watch.
Yeah, a couple of them are okay. But after a while, like, do I really need Dr. Dolittle too?
Exactly.
You know?
But now he has moved back into adult movies, and he's actually been in talks with Brett Ratner to make another Beverly Hills Cop. However, he doesn't want to make a movie. He thinks he can make it into a show where he is the chief of police of Detroit, and his son, who I think if this happens should be played by Donald Glover, because that would be hilarious, if anything, who only checks in every once in a while. So that's sort of taking the easy route with not really having to act a whole lot, but being able to run the show.
The other side of the story is Brett Ratner. Hold on. I need to say this about Brett Ratner. F you, Brett Ratner. You ruined X-Men. Okay, back to the subject. Brett Ratner is saying that since he knows Eddie Murphy so well, that he thinks he can talk him into making a movie. Which, I'm going to say this to Eddie Murphy right now. Look, I know you don't know me. I know you don't know like my advice, but I give pretty good advice, okay?
He does.
Don't listen to Brett Ratner. Don't be like Hugh Jackman. Don't do it. There.
I think you should make a movie personally, but that's just me. I'm not going to watch it.
I think the TV show could work. I totally think the TV show could work. But either way, don't listen to Brett Ratner.
TV shows aren't what they used to be, so let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
3, 2. All right, so obviously we're talking about something with the 80s because I'm on screen. And luckily, Jazz loves the 80s, so I brought her on screen too.
I wasn't even born yet.
Nostalgia. Anyway, The Fall Guy is looking like it's going to become a movie. For those not in the know, The Fall Guy was an awesome TV show starring Lee Majors, who also sang the intro.
Which was long in the pilot and amazing and hilarious, and it was just one giant montage of him beating people up, which is great. In the show, he actually played a stuntman who turned sort of like bounty hunter PI-ish and saved the day using his awesome stuntman skills. I think this is really cool, and what makes it cooler is that Martin Campbell has been pegged to actually direct it. And I loved both Casino Royale and Green Lantern.
Yeah, I don't think Martin Campbell gets enough kudos for what he does.
I agree.
Because the movies that he does are fantastic. I thoroughly enjoy them. And what I like about The Fall Guy is it started out as this sort of ode for Lee Majors, because that's what he started out as a stuntman, to sort of give props to all the stuntmen in the industry. So I love the concept. I love that they're bringing this back. I, for one, absolutely love the A-Team that they made the movie. Love it. So I hope they do something similar. I hope it catches on more than the A-Team, but I'm excited.
I think what I'm most excited for is that this is a movie about a stuntman. Therefore, I'm hoping that we will see amazing real stunts, which is my favorite thing about movies these days. Like with Death Proof, you had all real car stunts. I love that sort of thing because it's sort of almost a dying industry with CGI and stuff that you don't get a whole lot of really true like stunt talent, and it's almost amazing the things that people can do. So I'm really excited to see it. There's one thing that scares me though. One of the writers for X-Men First Class is actually sort of pegged to write this movie, or at least help write this movie, which scares me because I hate that movie.
So you're telling me the time continuity is going to be a little off here?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's going to be.
We'll cross our fingers.
All right, guys, that is going to do it for our movie and TV news this week. Until next week, be sure to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube page, as well as checking out nerdlocker.com for all your nerdy news. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Jasmine.
And we will see you next week for even more TV and movie news.